Welcome, my dear students, in today's lecture. My topic of today's lecture is osmosis. The main objective of my lecture is definition, explanation, importance, and application of osmosis. Also, today we are going to study some basic concepts of chemistry which are related to osmosis, that are osmosis, diffusion, semi-permeable membrane, osmotic pressure and laws of osmotic pressure. Here, in a simple way, I am going to explain you osmosis process. Osmosis is the movement of water or other solvent through a plasma membrane from a region of low solute concentration to a region of high solute concentration. Osmosis is nothing but the passive transport, meaning it does not require energy to be applied. Another way, if you want to define the osmosis is the spontaneous net movement of solvent molecule through a selectively permeable membrane into a region of higher solute concentration in the direction that tends to equalize the solute concentration on the two sides. In both above definition, a word used by me is a plasma membrane or a selectively permeable membrane, which is nothing but the semi-permeable membrane. In both the diagram of osmosis, I highlight the semi-permeable membrane by a dotted line which is placed between the two solutions, which plays an important role in the process of osmosis. In this slide, we are going to study the process of osmosis, how it takes place. A very simple experiment is carried out. A large beaker containing solvent and inverted funnel which is filled with a high concentrated solution. The boundaries of the inverted funnel nothing but the semi-permeable membrane. When this beaker containing a solvent and inverted funnel with more concentrated solution kept for some time interval, then it is observed that level of the solution inside the inverted funnel increases. It indicates that less concentrated solution enters into a inverted funnel through a semi-permeable membrane which contain a higher concentrated solution. It shows that there is a occurrence of process of osmosis. Process is explained by taking a 3% salt solution in a beaker containing a water. In this experiment, here that inverted funnel it is to be packed by using a selectively permeable membrane which is shown by orange color, and it contains a 3% salt solution. When it is to be kept for some time interval, then it is observed that there the process of osmosis is to be occur, which is shown by increase of a green color solution into that inverted funnel. In this slide, I tried to show a process of osmosis by conducting a simple experiment with the help of potato, sugar solution and the water. Before starting of the experiment, by using a pin, small holes is to be created into a potato which is filled with a sugar solution. It is to be dipped into a beaker containing a water. Outer layer of potato serves as a semi-permeable membrane. After some time interval, it is observed that water being a low concentration enters into a potato which contain a higher concentrated sugar solution. So by using a three different experiment, I explain you the process of osmosis where semi-permeable membrane plays a very important role. What is the semi-permeable membrane? A semi-permeable membrane is a barrier that only allows some molecule to pass through while blocking the passage of other molecules. A semi-permeable barrier essentially acts as a filter. Another way definition, a permeable membrane is a biological or a synthetic material that has a tiny holes in it. allowing only small particle to move through it. There are number of examples of semi-permeable membrane. I try to listed some of them here. A inner membrane of an egg, a whiter layer of egg. Another example is all cells present in our body. Another example is all the plant cell available in nature that act as a semi-permeable membrane. Terms used in osmosis. First term is hypertonic. It is used to refer to the solution with higher concentration or more solute available. Second term is hypotonic. It is used to refer to the solution with the lower concentration or less solute available. And third term used is isotonic. If both the solution have a equal concentration, then they are said to be a isotonic solution. In this slide, we are going to study the process of osmosis, how it takes place. A very simple experiment is carried out. A large beaker containing solvent and inverted funnel which is filled with a high concentrated solution. The boundaries of the inverted funnel nothing but the semi-permeable membrane. When this beaker containing a solvent and inverted funnel with more concentrated solution kept for some time interval, then it is observed that level of the solution inside the inverted funnel increases. It indicates that less concentrated solution enters into a both diffusion and osmosis are the processes that equalize the concentration of two solutions, but both differ in their nature and process. Diffusion process, there is no need of semi-permeable membrane, whereas in osmosis process, there is a need of semi-permeable membrane. In this slide, I tried to show a process of osmosis by conducting a simple experiment with the help of potato, sugar solution and the water. Before starting of the experiment, by using a pin, small holes is to be created into a potato which is filled with a sugar solution. It is to be dipped into a beaker containing a water. Outer layer of potato serves as a semi-permeable membrane. After some time interval, it is observed that water being a low concentration enters into a potato which contain a higher concentrated sugar solution. So by osmotic pressure, it is again the one of the important term related to the osmosis. Osmotic pressure is nothing but the colligative property. So what is a colligative property? Colligative, it comes from a Greek word which means collected together. So there are the four different properties possessed by the dilute solution. That four properties collected together, therefore the name given colligative property. Colligative properties depends only on the number of solute particle present and not on the identity of the solute particle. The four properties are relative vapor pressure lowering, elevation of boiling point, depression of freezing point and the osmotic pressure. Osmotic pressure, one of the important term related to the osmosis. Now, whenever osmosis is occur, there is a movement of solvent molecule from a low concentration solution to a high concentration solution. To stop this process of osmosis, a pressure is applied and that applied pressure is called as osmotic pressure. So, osmotic pressure is nothing but the minimum pressure which needs to be applied to a solution to prevent the inward flow of its pure solvent across the semi-permeable membrane. In both the diagram, I try to show how that osmotic pressure is to be applied. To your left hand side here, the first U bend tube is shown. There the osmosis just started. After some time interval, when osmosis is to be completed, then that increase in a green color solution into a U tube shown that that process of osmosis is there. Now to stop that process of osmosis, there needs to apply a pressure which is shown by a red color downward arrow. When that pressure is to be applied, then there that osmosis process is to be stopped. Of osmotic pressure, there are two laws of osmotic pressure. First law, Boyle's want-of law. Statement: osmotic pressure of a solution at constant temperature is directly proportional to its concentration. Mathematical statement is pi is directly proportional to C, or pi is directly proportional to N upon V. In this slide, I tried to show a process of osmosis by conducting a simple experiment with the help of potato, sugar solution and the water. Before starting of the experiment, by using a pin, small holes is to be created into a potato which is filled with a sugar solution. It is to be dipped into a beaker. Importance of osmosis. The biological importance of osmosis is that it facilitates the distribution of essential nutrients in the body and the extraction of the metabolic waste product. Cells have a semi-permeable membrane, and osmosis make it possible for liquid solvent to pass through that cell membrane. Another importance, osmosis is very important process in all the biological system as well as in purification of drinking water. Osmosis process is also used to desalinate the ocean water for its uses in industrial application. Osmosis has also been of a great use in determining molar masses, especially those of polymers. Reverse osmosis is find it's used in water purification also. Of osmosis. So where can we usually use osmosis? How can human and other living organism benefit from the concepts of osmosis that are nothing but the application of osmosis? So here I tried to enlist some of the application of osmosis. First one is it assists plants in receiving water. It helps in the preservation of fruit and meat. It is help in kidney dialysis. It can help rivers to remove the salt and impurities from water. Hope my lecture will help you to understand the concept of osmosis and its related term. Thank you.